teaching you to build a handgun, and finally I'm teaching to put bullets in that gun. At that stage, you're a dangerous person. Meaning with all the techniques, these warrior skills, so if we don't sort of build in that overriding sense of honor and respect
before
for
you
the
become that
ability
dangerous.
for those techniques, then it is a dangerous thing. You know, look at a lot of MMA. You know, kickboxing. You can teach somebody a reasonable leg kick, an elbow, and a bit of a clinch in a couple of months. They're already a bit dangerous if you put them out there without having that sense of honor that goes and that respect for what you can do with those sort of martial techniques.
I think when you're talking about ground and pound, you're talking about something that you really, to me, in the street, when your head is on the ground and it has no place to go, and you're elbowing and stomping and pounding, it has no place to go. So it's hard to call it as a sport. But if you're standing, you're getting hit, at least your body's moving, you have the opportunity to get out of the way and stuff like that. Okay, and I myself, you know, I started way back then. In '73, I was already doing that type of fighting, but they started to change it. Why? Because it looked like a street fight. It was good technique, there was good bushido, there was good honor system, but then it got lost.
Well, look, I know this. If all I did was submit people in films, I'd be out of the film business. If you're not kicking and punching, it's still the more exciting part. Matter of fact, scuttlebutt is, Dana White gives cash bumps for anybody. You notice there's some guys get jump front kick, right? Knocks out Randy Couture because he got money afterwards for doing that. If you kick somebody and knock them out, if you punch them, unspoken rule of the UFC, you get a little bump. So that's why you're seeing more. It's if you want that extra money and you think you can catch them, you're going to do it more. So anyway, yeah, it's just more exciting.
It's coming full circle, stand up.
At first, nobody knew about grappling. Nobody knew, so people got submitted.
But again, I'm still not talking about the difference in ground and pound. I'm talking about that step forward into actually using those weapons in the street without absolute justification, as opposed to, oh, I learned this like, let me go and find something and see if this will work. Do you know what I mean? That sort of integrity from the instructor saying, listen, you have a responsibility with these techniques I'm teaching you. And that's what I think is important.
I think in 10 years we may see some people on the street, highly skilled, fighting regular people and really hurting them. You know, I tell people, you don't have drive-by kickings, you know, you have drive-by shootings, but if you teach martial arts to the inner city gangs, to get them off the you know, like Chuck Norris is keep drugs out of America, then it's a good thing. Better to have a drive-by kicking than a drive-by shooting. But in bars, I think what you're saying is a dangerous potential. We're going to teach people how to submit, how to beat people up, and not give them the code that goes with it, the honor and respect. And they may use it when they really don't need it, Richard. And we may see some people, you know, seriously.
This is what we're talking about, is because we're going from the beginning of where the building starts, and the building is internal, and we're still talking about the code of honor. We're still talking about the Bushido way. We're still talking about, you know, the honor system between each other as warriors. And this, I mean, with us, as long as we're talking
and that's the part for me, it's almost a lost art with a lot of the way people are teaching. I mean, imagine the good or down if we felt like, hey, with a couple of sticks,
well, he's the original
you can do,
mixed martial artist. He's the original.
Absolutely.
Him and Bruce Lee are the first ones to popularize it worldwide. Anyway, the idea of don't study one art, study all of them, take it, make your own personal art. Now. You're like Einstein. I tell people, Bruce Lee, you're like Einstein. You're way ahead of your time. Now, not in physics. Not in physics. He's on. But in the martial arts, the idea of that. Do you remember when they used to say, you study my art, mine's the best, and that's it? Well, now we just laugh at that. But the people believed it back then. Well, here's look.
Never mind the art.
Yeah, me, and then when you're done talking about me. That's Richard.
You guys are okay.
He was made for the film industry. You see that? The martial arts was just a sidetrack thing for Richard.
Most of all, it's for the love of it. Just for the love of it, and that's why we're still actually doing it, because of the love of it.
That's why we're supporting this film, I think. That's the only reason Richard's getting the big bucks.
Somebody.
I'm here because it's a family martial art film. Philip Rhee's a great guy.
How can you live on $1,000 a day per diem? Tell me that.
That's his walk around money.
The beautiful part about it, when it comes down to it, it's about the kids.
Yeah.
Truly, it's about the kids.
Don't lean on my car, please.
No, but it's